Oh goodness! Look at me. I'm a little kind of guy. I'm only 5'5", a little guy, type of guy.
He's a little guy.
I'm a tiny little man.
He's just a little guy.
I pluck my eyelashes out just like everybody else. One eyelash at a time. Time of your life.
Go for it.
This song is by a band called Green Day. It is called Good Riddance, parentheses, Time of Your Life. I'm sorry, hold on.
Oh, dude, you're good. Should I get a little more on my guitar?
It sounds strange now. Yeah, because I was... Oh, there we go, yeah. Okay. Good Riddance, Time of Your Life, take two.
Take two.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. And it's something unpredictable but in the end is right. And I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind. Hang it on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. And it's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Mr. Jared, or David, sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
My acoustic in my ears sounds like really low end, like, kind of like small room reverbish too, if that makes any sense. Like a weird frequency thing. Actually, I don't know if it's better now or if I'm just imagining things.
It could be a combination of both.
That right away feels better. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. That's quite alright. I could have the time of my life. Alright. Spaghetti.
New Brunswick.
Brunswick? So do you want to go into this, like what we haven't done?
Certainly.
Okay. That would be...
Spanish ladies.
Can I say that? I mean, I just did.
Let's play a song for the Spanish ladies. Give them something Spanish.
Evanescence, My Immortal. I'm so tired of being here. Every time I fall down the stairs, there's always something sharp at the bottom, like a Lego brick. Alright. I'm so tired of being here, suppressed by all my childish fears. And if you have to leave, I wish that you would just leave, 'cause your presence still lingers here, and it won't leave me alone. These wounds won't seem to heal. This pain is just too real. There's just too much that time cannot erase. When you cried, I'd wipe away all of your tears. When you'd scream, I'd fight away all of your fears. And I held your hand through all of these years. You'd still have all me. You used to captivate me by your resonating light. Now I'm bound by the life you left behind. Your face it haunts my once pleasant dreams. Your voice it chased away all the sanity in me. These wounds won't seem to heal. This pain is just too real. There's just too much that time cannot erase. When you cried, I'd wipe away all of your tears. When you'd scream, I'd fight away all of your fears. And I held your hand through all of these years. You'd still have all of me. I tried so hard to tell myself that you're gone, but though you're still with me, I've been alone all along. You cried, I'd wipe away all of your tears. When you'd scream, I'd fight away all of your fears. And I held your hand through all of these years. You'd still have all me. Yeah. Next was Boulevard of Broken Dreams by Grizzle Dizzle.
Who?
Matchbox 1.
Oh no.
Yes.
How's this one go?
I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's home to me, and I walk alone. It's pretty close. Ready, and... I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's home to me, and I walk alone. I walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps and I'm the only one, and I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk my shadow's only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone out there will find me. Till then I walk alone. I'm walking down the line that divides me somewhere in my mind, on the borderline of the edge and where I walk alone. Read between the lines what's fucked up and everything's alright. Check my vital signs and know I'm still alive, and I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk my shadow's only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone out there will find me. Till then I walk alone. I walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps and I'm the only one, and I walk my shadow's only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone out there will find me. Till then I walk alone. Ooh, sorry, didn't mean to bump your knee there, buddy boy.
Hey, bumperoo!
Oh, it's a pirate's life for me.
So I was stowing away in a rope bin. We were on one of the 7 seas, and the captain, he walks by, lets one rip, and he didn't even see me standing there. And I said, "Wow, oh man, what did you eat?" And he said, "I didn't eat anything. I'm just a piece of garbage." And then he died. And that's it. Don't have kids. My kidneys are made of wood.
I got spider legs, possum lips, cheetah feet, and the wiener of a squid. I got a bat sonar, an elephant's rear. I've got salamander eyes, and they sometimes shed a tear. I guess I'm a fucking animal man. Let me tell you, baby, animal man.
Animal Man.
National Geographic, I'm talking about animal man.
Animal Man.
Animal man. Animal man.
Animal Man.
I got the limbs of a lizard and the backbone of a sheep. I got the ears of a walrus. Don't you make a peep? Hey, I pull my teeth out every night with a pair of pliers. I hate myself, and I'm gonna ruin your stepdaughter's wedding. She's only 18. That's not old enough to get married. You're not smart enough to even wipe your booty right.
What are you doing?
Put down that knife! Matilda, no!
And we've known each other for so long, Matilda. Why would you do this to me? Oh, Matilda. Matilda's trying to murder me. She broke into my apartment. Matilda, put down that knife! Osteoporosis. Old osteo man. Oh, wait a minute. And animal man. Animal man. Should we maybe play something now? We're going to get an angry comment by somebody who's 18 and married. They're like, you can't say that. You can't say that 18-year-olds
I
can't
truly
wipe their
loved
butt.
that song.
Huh?
I loved that.
That was a lot of fun.
All right, what song?
That would be Never Made It as a Wise Man. But here's the thing. That song's actually supposed to have a capo on 1. But I never do it.
No?
No. But I'm going to.
I'll play it with this guitar.
Which one you need?
The black guy.
That would be this one.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Here you go, my special friend.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I've been whistling Dixie all the live long day.
I love capo fret 1. It transforms stuff in such a way that's like, oh God, that's beautiful. Oh!
He didn't come home. Daddy, why'd you leave me all alone? Daddy, why'd you leave me? Why'd you leave me all alone?
All right. What did I say we were going to play?
Nickelback.
All right. Never made it as a wise man. I couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing. I'm tired of living like a blind man. I'm sick and sad without a sense of feeling. Huh?
Are we playing it right?
I think so.
I thought it was in this tuning.
I don't know what tuning that is.
All right, play what you're playing.
All I know is that when I learned the tabs, it said that I was supposed to put a capo on fret 1. Which I usually don't do when I play it live, but I've done it now. And that feels right. Never made it as a... Never made it as a wise man. That feels right.
Say again?
Never made it as a wise man. I couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing. I'm tired of living like I'm blind, man. I'm sick aside without a sense of feeling. And this is how you remind me. This is how you remind me. This is how you remind me of what I really am. This is how you remind me of what I really am. Not like you to say sorry, always waiting on a different story. This time I'm mistaken for an I knew a heart worth breaking. And I've been wrong, I've been down to the bottom of every bottle. These 5 words in my head scream my way, having fun, yeah, 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 no, no, yeah, 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 no, no, not like you didn't know that. I said I love you and I swear I still do, and it must have been so bad, 'cause living with me must have damn near killed you. And this is how you remind me of what I really am. This is how you remind me of what I really am. Not like you to say sorry, always waiting on a different story. This time I'm mistaken for an I knew a heart worth breaking. And I've been wrong, I've been down, but to the bottom of every bottle. These 5 words in my head scream my way, having fun, yeah, 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 no, no, yeah, 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 no, no, yeah, 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 no, no, yeah, 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 no, no. Never made it as a wise man. I couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing. And this is how you remind me. This is how you remind me. This is how you remind me of what I really am. This is how you remind me of what I really am. Not like you to say sorry, always waiting on a different story. This time I'm mistaken for an I knew a heart worth breaking. And I've been wrong, I've been down to the bottom of every bottle. These 5 words in my head scream my way, having fun, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, are we having fun, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, are we having fun, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, are we having fun, yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no. After that is I Will Follow You Into the Dark by Death Cab for Cutie. Smithman to McElroy. Did you change that tempo already, David? I don't know if I just heard a slight difference, or if I'm sleazy off the heezy. That feels right, actually. Okay. Yeah, that feels right to me. love of mine. Someday you will die, but I'll be close behind. I'll follow you into the dark. No blinding light or tunnels to gates of white. Just our hands clasped so tight, waiting for the hint of the spark. If heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied, illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs. If there's no one beside you when your soul embarks, then I'll follow you into the dark. In Catholic school, as vicious as Roman rule, I got my knuckles bruised by a lady in black, and I held my tongue as she told me, son, fear is the heart of love. So I never went back. And if heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied, illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs. If there's no one beside you when your soul embarks, then I'll follow you into the dark. You and me have seen everything to see, from Bangkok to Calgary, and the soles of your shoes are all worn down. The time for sleep is now. It's nothing to cry about, 'cause we'll hold each other soon in the blackest of rooms. If heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied, illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs. If there's no one beside you when your soul embarks, then I'll follow you into the dark. I'll follow you into the dark. That one felt really good, if I do say so myself.
Yeah!
Now that's a spicy meatball.
That's a spicy meatball.
Do we have any viewers? Are they saying anything? After that and then that. Okay, now it's drop D. I'll put that one back for you. Mr. David Careless Whisper in the style of Seether.
In the style.
In the Buckingham Palace of my stepdaughter, Petrea.
Dude, that fucking dinner you made was so good.
What?
Whatever that was that you made. What was that, chicken?
Yes. It was chicken.
I can't stop thinking about it. I'm serious. Okay.
Can you turn the guitar down just a little bit? Up a little bit.
Had a bad day again. Oh, God. David, could you hear that on the microphone? Didn't that crack? Are you ready, Jed? so unsure as I take your hand and lead you to the dance floor. As the music dies, something in your eyes calls to mind a silver screen and all its sad goodbyes. I'm never gonna dance again. These guilty feet have got no rhythm, though it's easy to pretend. I know you're not a fool, and I should've known better than to cheat a friend and waste this chance that I've been given. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I dance with you. Time can never mend all the careless whispers of a good friend. To the heart and mind, ignorance is kind. There's no comfort in the truth. Pain is all you'll find. I'm never gonna dance again. These guilty feet have got no rhythm, though it's easy to pretend. I know you're not a fool, and I should've known better than to cheat a friend and waste this chance that I've been given. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I dance with you. Well, tonight the music seems so loud. I'm wishing we could lose this crowd. Maybe it's better this way. We hurt each other with the things we want to say. We could have been so good together. We might have made this last forever. Now who's gonna dance with me? And I'm never gonna dance again. These guilty feet have got no rhythm, though it's easy to pretend. I know you're not a fool, and I should've known better than to cheat a friend and waste this chance that I've been given. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I dance with you. Marvelous. Oh, my nipples. Every time I like how a song went, I'm going to say, oh, my nipples.
That's pretty shred.
That's a lot of fun. Now I switch over to the... Is there anything in this that we've done that you want to do again before we switch? Because I go down to the...
We didn't do Fall Out Boy.
That's not in this.
What do you...
That's down. We're going down.
Uh,
You don't want to repeat any? Good to move
but
on?
why don't you do? What do you do Fall Out Boy in?
The D standard. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I don't want to lift that one up to this. I know it's supposed to be in this, but that's one. Like the songs that I have that are in D standard, it's because it's better for my voice. Which is Hooba Stank, Lips of an Angel, all that. If you're ready for those, I can just grab that other guitar.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Spanish ladies. I like me some Spanish ladies.
Heaven help me. Okay.
So, yeah, like play me where you play Fall Out Boy.
Okay.
Because I'm forgetting.
I do Fall Out Boy like this.
Stop! Can you take this?
That's the empty one.
Oh, let me put that back.
Which one are you going for?
The black one again.
Here you go, my friend. Am I more than you bargained for yet? Oh, don't mind me, I'm watching you two from the closet, wishing to be a dang old Spanish lady. Messed up, and I'm just dying to be here. Is that what you want to do?
What, that
Yeah,
song?
that song.
Oh, no, I'll do whatever.
Okay. When I switch over, I usually do. I don't know if I've ever played this one with you yet.
What is it?
Here Without You by Three Doors Down. There's an intro.
What tuning do that? Do you do that with? Cool.
It's like, or some shit. That'll be all you. Yeah. Yes. A 100 days have made me colder or older. All right, Mr. David. Should I strum behind you, or should I just let you strum behind you with that?
Sure.
100. Oh, sorry. I want to make sure you're ready. Sorry, I want to start without you. Let me know.
Cool. Actually.
I got wet knees.
1, 2.
100 days have made me older since the last time that I saw your pretty face. 1,000 lies have made me colder, and I don't think I could look at this the same. And all the miles that separate disappear now when I'm dreaming of your face. I'm here without you, baby, but you're still on my lonely mind. I think about you, baby, and I dream about you all the time. I'm here without you, baby, but you're still with me in my dreams. this life is overrated, but I hope that it gets better as we go. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm here without you, baby, but you're still on my lonely mind. I think about you, baby, and I dream about you all the time. I'm here without you, baby, but you're still with me in my dreams. And tonight, girl, it's only you and me. Everything I know, yeah. Anywhere I go, it gets hard, but it won't take away my love. And when the last one falls, and when it's all said and done, it gets hard, but it won't take away my love. I'm here without you, baby, but you're still on my lonely mind. I think about you, baby, and I dream about you all the time. I'm here without you, baby, but you're still with me in my dreams. And tonight, it's only you and me. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I just strummed a fucking D at the end of that. Did you hear that?
Is it not?
I went, oh.
Does it
No,
go?
it's supposed to, oh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did too.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, God. That makes me feel a bit better. Usually next I do Lips of an Angel. This is another one that, just like Fall Out Boy, it would be best if it was like performed with the power chords. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of like this open way. Are you ready then?
Sure.
Honey, why you calling me so late? It's kinda hard to talk right now. And honey, why you crying? Is everything okay? I gotta whisper 'cause I can't be too loud. Well, my girl's in the next room. Sometimes I wish she was you. I guess we never really moved on. It's really good to hear your voice saying my name. It sounds so sweet, coming from the lips of an angel. Hearing those words, it makes me weak. And I never want to say goodbye, but girl, you make it hard to be faithful with the lips of an angel. It's funny that you're calling me tonight. And yes, I dreamt of you too. Does he know you're talking to me? Will it start a fight? No, I don't think she has a clue. Yeah, my girl's in the next room. Sometimes I wish she was you. I guess we never really moved on. It's really good to hear your voice saying my name. It sounds so sweet, coming from the lips of an angel. Hearing those words, it makes me weak. And I never want to say goodbye, but girl, you make it hard to be faithful with the lips of an angel. To hear your voice saying my name, it sounds so sweet, coming from the lips of an angel. Hearing those words, it makes me weak. And I never want to say goodbye, but girl, you make it hard to be faithful with the lips of an say goodbye, but girl, you make it hard to be faithful with the lips of an angel. Honey, why you calling me so late?
And then after that one, I usually do The Reason by the Hooba Brothers, the Super Hoobastank Brothers.
Them stinky boys.
Rammstink. Rammstench.
Nein!
There's many things I wish I didn't do, but I continue learning. I never meant to do those things to you, and so I have to say before I go that I just want you to know that I found a reason for me to change who I used to be, a reason to start over now, and the reason is you. I'm sorry that I hurt you. Something I must live with every day, and all the pain I put you through, I wish that I could take it all away and be the one who catches all your tears. That's why I need you to hear. Oops, hiccups. I found a reason for me to change who I used to be, a reason to start over now, and the reason is you, and the reason is you. And the reason is you. things to you. And so I have to say before I go that I just want you to know that I found a reason for me to change who I used to be, a reason to start over new, and the reason is you. I found a reason to show a side of me you didn't know, a reason for all that I do, and the reason is you. Besides that hiccup slash burp and the getting close to the bridge, what was that, second chorus?
That was the best part.
Next, I Do Hate Me by Blue October.
All right.
Are you ready,
Let's do it.
Monsieur Dave? Excuse me, sir, but block out thoughts of you so I don't lose my head. They crawling like a cockroach, leaving babies in my bed, dropping little reels of tape to remind me that I'm alone, playing movies in my head that make a porno feel like home. There's a burning in my pride, a nervous bleeding in my brain, an ounce of peace is all I want for you. Will you never call again? And will you never say that you loved me just to put it in my face? And will you never try to reach me? It is I that want it. Hate me today, hate me tomorrow, hate me for all the things I didn't do for you. Hate me in ways, yeah, ways hard to swallow. Hate me so you can finally see what's good for you. And I'm sober now for 3 whole months. It's one accomplishment that you helped me with. The one thing that always tore us apart is the one thing I won't touch again. In my sick way, I wanna thank you for holding my head up late at night while I was busy waging wars on myself. You were trying to stop the fight. You never doubted my warped opinions on things like suicidal hate. You made me compliment myself when it was way too hard to take. So I'll drive so fucking far away that I never cross your mind, and do whatever it takes in your heart to leave me. Hate me today, hate me tomorrow, hate me for all the things I didn't do for you. Hate me in ways, yeah, ways hard to swallow. Hate me so you can finally see what's good for you. And with a sad heart I say bye to you and wave, kicking shadows on the street for every mistake that I have made. And like a baby boy I never was a man, until I saw your blue eyes cry, and I held your face in my hands, and then I fell down yelling, make it go away. Just make a smile come back and shine, just like it used to be. And she whispered, how could you do this to me? Hate me today. Hate me for all the things I didn't do for you. Hate me in ways, yeah, ways hard to swallow. Hate me so you can finally see what's good for you.
Next, I do Californication by Rude Hot Snappy Snippers, by the Ruby Red Reptile Rippers.
But don't you do that one standard?
What?
Chili Peppers.
We did this last time. I don't usually. Like as a band we will, because it felt fine. But right now we have these guitars, and that's what I'm just going off of what I do when I play out. My bones. Ready?
Yeah.
Monsieur David. Do David. Do have click. Do have click. Do you have click, David? You have click, David.
Psychic spies from China try to steal your mind's elation. Little girls from Sweden dream of silver screen quotation. And if you want these kind of dreams, it's Californication. It's the edge of the world in all of Western civilization. The sun may rise in the east, at least it's settled in a final location. It's understood that Hollywood sells Californication. Pay your surgeon very well to break the spell of aging. Celebrity skin, is this your gender? Is that war you waging? Firstborn unicorn, hardcore softcore. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Marry me, girl, be my ferry to the world, be my very own constellation. A teenage bride with a baby inside, getting high on information. Buy me a star on a boulevard, it's Californication. Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. In Cobain, can you hear the sphere singing songs on station to station? And Alderon's not far away, it's Californication. Born and raised by those who praise control of population. Everybody's been there, and I don't mean on vacation. Firstborn unicorn, hardcore softcore. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Destruction leads to a very rough road, but it also breeds creation. An earthquake's out to a girl's guitar, it's just another good vibration. And tidal waves couldn't save the world from Californication. Pale surgeon very well to break the spell of aging. Sicker than the rest, there is no test, but this is what you're craving. Firstborn unicorn, hardcore softcore. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication.
And then I do, boy, I bet you there's a $5 bill in my underwear.
Who's that by?
Now I do Fall Out Boy. I tell you what, let's do 1985 first.
Cool.
By Bowling for Soup.
Bowling.
Let me know when you change that tempo, David.
Keep bowling, 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 bowling.
Keep bowling, 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 bowling. Why keep bowling, bowling, bowling?
What was that? That was the computer's way of saying no Limp Bizkit.
Debbie just hit the wall, she never had it all. One Prozac a day, husband's a CPA. Her dreams went out the door when she turned 24. Only been with one man, what happened to her plan? She was gonna be an actress, she was gonna be a star. She was gonna shake her ass on the hood of Whitesnake's car. Her yellow SUV is now the enemy. Looks at her average life and nothing has been alright since Bruce Springsteen, Madonna, Way before Nirvana, there was U2 and Blondie. And music still on MTV. Her 2 kids in high school, they tell her that she's uncool, as she's still preoccupied with 1985. 1985. She's seen all the classics, she knows every line. Breakfast Club, Pretty in Pink, even St. Elmo's Fire. She rocked out to Wham, not a big Limp Bizkit fan. Thought she'd get a hand on a member of Duran Duran. Wears the mini skirt made of snake skin, and who's the other guy that's singing in Van Halen? When did reality become TV? Whatever happened to sitcoms, game shows on the radio? Is Springsteen, Madonna? Way before Nirvana, there was U2 and Blondie. And music still on MTV. Her 2 kids in high school, they tell her that she's uncool, cause she's still preoccupied with 1985. She hates time, make it stop. When did Motley Crue become classic rock? And when did Ozzy become an actor? Please make this stop, stop, stop. And bring back Springsteen, Madonna. Way before Nirvana, there was U2 and Blondie. And music still on MTV. Her 2 kids in high school, they tell her that she's uncool, cause she's still preoccupied with 1985. Springsteen, Madonna. Way before Nirvana, there was U2 and Blondie. And music still on MTV. Her 2 kids in high school, they tell her that she's uncool, cause she's still preoccupied with 1985.
And then I do Fall Out Boy. And then that's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Ah!
Mr. David Sugar, we're going down.
Am I more than you bargained for yet? I've been dying to tell you anything you wanna hear, cause that's just who I am this week. Lie in the grass next to the mausoleum. I'm just a notch in your bedpost, but you're just a line in the sun. Drop a heart, break a name. We're only sleeping in and we're sleeping for the wrong team. We're going down, down, around. Sugar, we're going down swinging. I'll be a #1 with a bullet. A loaded got complex, cocky and bullet. We're going down, down, around. Sugar, we're going down swinging. I'll be a #1 with a bullet. A loaded got complex, cocky and bullet. Is this more than you bargained for yet? Oh, don't mind me, I'm watching you two from the closet, wishing there'll be the friction in you, James. Isn't it messed up how I'm just dying to be him? I'm just a notch in your bedpost, but you're just a line in a song. Drop a heart, break a name. We're only sleeping in and we're we're sleeping for the wrong team. We're going down, down in a new round. Sugar, we're going down swinging. I'll be a number one with a bullet. A loaded gun complex, cocky and bullet. We're going down, down in a new round. Sugar, we're going down swinging. I'll be a number one with a bullet. A loaded gun complex, cocky and bullet. Down, down in a new round. Sugar, we're going down swinging. I'll be a number one with a bullet. A loaded gun complex, cocky and bullet. We're going down, down in a new round. Sugar, we're going down swinging. I'll be a number one with a bullet. A loaded gun complex, cocky and bullet. We're going down, down. We're going down, down. We're going down, down. A loaded gun complex, cocky and bullet. We're going down, down in a new round. Sugar, we're going down swinging. I'll be a number one with a bullet. A loaded gun complex, cocky and bullet.
All right.
All right.
That's Juicy Fruit. Dude, I saw Juicy Fruit in Cracker Barrel the other day.
They lost
the
their
gum?
flavor too quick.
I agree.
They started good though.
I just like haven't heard about that gum brand since like 2004.
Since Orbit took
Five.
over.
Orbit. Dirty mouth. Clean it up with Orbit.
Yeah, I was a Big Red guy.
I don't think I ever had that. I liked Hubba Bubba.
Big Red was pretty spicy.
Hubba Bubba was like cartoony and
I don't know if
fucking-
you could handle Big Red.
You're like challenging me to Big Red.
You double dog dare me.
Listen here, chest hair.
Mr. David, could you get the tempo for I Don't Love You by My Chemical Romance?
Well, when you go, don't ever think I'll make you try to stay. And maybe when you get back, I'll be off to find another way. And after all this time that you still owe, you're still a good for nothing I don't know. So take your gloves and get out. Better get out while you can. When you go, and would you even turn to say, hey, I don't love you like I did yesterday. Sometimes I cry so hard from bleeding, so sick and tired of all the needless beating. But baby, when they knock you down and out is where you ought to stay. And after all the blood that you still owe, another dollar's just another blow. So fix your eyes and get up. Better get up while you can. Well, well, Come on, come on! To say I don't love you like I loved you yesterday. I don't love you like I loved you yesterday. I don't love you like I loved you yesterday.
Next I do Give Me a Sign by Breaking Benjamin.
Animal Man.
Or whatever that was. Spanish ladies.
Animal Man.
Animal Man. I can't remember what the fucking key that was.
Dude, when I leave, you should track like that thing that you played earlier. That super pretty thing.
Yeah. I remember the one.
Ready?
Yeah.
Dead stars shine, light up the sky. I'm all out of breath, my walls are closing in. Days go by, give me a sign. Come back to the end, the shepherd of the damned. I can feel you falling away. No longer the lost, no longer the same. And I can see you starting to break. And I'll keep you alive if you show me the way. Forever and ever, the scars will remain. I'm falling apart. Leave me here forever in the dark. Daylight dies, black out the sky. Does anyone care? Is anybody there? Take this life empty inside. I'm already dead. I'll rise to fall again. I can feel you falling away. No longer the lost, no longer the same. And I can see you starting to break. I'll keep you alive if you show me the way. Forever and ever, the scars will remain. I'm falling apart. Leave me here forever in the dark. God help me, I've come undone. Out of the light of the sun. God help me, I've come undone. Out of the light of the sun. I can feel you falling away. No longer the I'll keep you alive if you show me the way. Forever and ever, the scars will remain. Give me a sign. Give me a sign. Just give me a sign. Give me a sign. Just give me a sign. Give me a sign. Oh yeah. Forever and ever, the scars will remain.
And since we're still in a standard tuning, actually it goes down into drop from here, and everything else is. Oh no! There's one more. It's a Diary of Jane by Breaking Benjamin, and then it drops, and we do drop from there on out. Monsieur David. David, I want to see you work at like a French restaurant and you're a waiter and you come up to people and you got the platter and you're like, oh, Monsieur Babou, and all that stuff.
Oh, my name is David. You want some,
You want a fresh baguette?
you want the powdered sugar for your pastry?
We're annoying. All right, ready?
Yes.
If I had to, I would put myself right beside you. So now I'll ask, do you like that? Do you like that? And I don't mind if you say this love is the last time. Just let me say that I like that. I like that. Something's getting in the way. Something's just about to break. I will try to find my place in the diary of Jane. So tell me how it should be. Try to find out what makes you tick as I lie down, sore and sick. Do you like that? Do you like that? There's a fine line between love and hate, and I don't mind. Just let me say that I like that. I like that. Something's getting in the way. Something's just about to break. I will try to find my place in the diary of Jane. As I burn another page, as I look the other way, I still try to find my place in the diary of Jane. So tell me how it should be. Desperate, I will crawl, waiting for so long. No love, there's no love. Die for anyone, what have I become? Something's getting in the way. Something's just about to break. I will try to find my place in the diary of Jane. As I burn another page, as I look the other way, I still try to find my place in the diary of Jane.
That was cool. All right, now we drop.
Do it.
We drop it like it's hat. I just took that tuner off with my mouth. I can't imagine how many germs I just put in my mouth. It's that drops. Okay. Can we get the tempo for Remedy by Seether? That sounded like Black Sabbath by Black Sabbath there for a second. Sorry. What the fuck are we doing now? Remedy.
Dollar bills and leave your thrills all here with me. And speak, but don't pretend. I won't defend you anymore. You see, it aches in every bone. I'll die alone, but not for you. My eyes don't need to see that ugly thing. I know it's me you fear. If you want me, hold me back. Frail, the skin is dry and pale. The pain will never fail. And so we go back to the Remedy clip. The wings that get you high, just leave them where they lie. And tell yourself you'll be the death of me. Now I don't need a friend, I need to mend so far away. So come sit by the fire and play a while, but you can't stay too long. It aches in every bone. I'll die alone, but not for pleasure. I see my heart explode. It's been eroded by the weather here. If you want me, hold me back. Frail, the skin is dry and pale. The pain will never fail. And so we go back to the Remedy clip. The wings that get you high, just leave them where they lie. And tell yourself you'll be the death of me. Frail, the skin is dry and pale. The pain will never fail. And so we go back to the Remedy clip. The wings that get you high, just leave them where they lie. And tell yourself you'll be the death of me. Hold your eyes closed, take me in. Hold your eyes closed, take me in. The skin is dry and pale. The pain will never fail. And so we go back to the Remedy clip. The wings that get you high, just leave them where they lie. And tell yourself you'll be the death of me. Frail, the skin is dry and pale. The pain will never fail. And so we go back to the Remedy clip. The wings that get you high, just leave them where they lie. And tell yourself you'll be the death of me.
All right, now I do Sober.
What?
Sober by Tool, and then So Cold by Breaking Benjamin, and then Rain by Breaking Benjamin, and then that's it. That's a lot of Breaking Benjamin.
Mount St. Helens.
What did I say we were doing? Oh.
There's a shadow just behind me, shrouding every step I take, making every promise empty, pointing every finger at me, waiting like a stalking butler, who upon the finger asks, murder now the path and must we, just because the sun has come. And Jesus, won't you fucking whistle something but the past and done? And Jesus, won't you fucking whistle something but the past and done? Why can't we not be sober? I just want to start this over. Why can't we drink forever? I just want to start this over. I am just a worthless liar. I am just an imbecile. I will only complicate you. Trust in me and fall as well. I will find a center in you, and I will chew it up and leave. I will work to elevate you, just enough to bring you down. Mama Mary, won't you whisper something but the past and done? Mama Mary, won't you whisper something but the past and done? Why can't we not be sober? I just want to start this over. Why can't we sleep forever? I just want to start this over. Just a worthless liar. I am just an imbecile. I will only complicate you. Trust in me and fall as well. I will find a center in you. I will chew it up and leave. Just trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me. Why can't we not be sober? I just want to start this over. Why can't we sleep forever? I just want to start this over. I like a fart.
That was wild.
So Cold by Breaking Benjamin now. Do you listen to Mastodon at all?
Yeah.
That almost sounded like the intro to Oblivion.
I love Mastodon.
Yeah,
I love that
fucking
song.
badass.
I'll never
'cause I've been away too long. Well, the dawn to find her. Got time to wait for tomorrow. To find it. Well, the dawn to find her.
Crowded streets are cleared away one by one. Hollow heroes separate as they run. You're so cold, keep your hand in mine. Wise men wander while strong men die. Show me how it ends, it's alright. Show me how defenseless you really are. Satisfied and empty inside. Well, that's alright, let's give this another try. If you find your family, don't you cry. In this land of make-believe, dead and dry. You're so cold, but you feel alive. Lay your hands on me one last time. Show me how it ends, it's alright. Show me how defenseless you really are. Satisfied and empty inside. Well, that's alright, let's give this another try. Show me how it ends, it's alright. Show me how defenseless you really are. Satisfied and empty inside. Oh, that's alright, let's give this another try. It's alright. 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 It's alright.
All right. Rain by Breaking Benjamin. And then she is Finito. A scoop of pubes? Yeah, I'm talking to you. I said, let me get a scoop of pubes.
Hey, I'm talking to you. Let me get a scoop of pubes. I'm talking to you. Let me get a scoop of pubes. Let me see your boobs. Ah!
So I went down to the Mardi Gras, and all these ladies taking off the bras, and I said, I don't want none of the boob stuff. Let me get a little bit of that pube stuff. Ah, let me get a scoop of pubes, okay? Pubes, let me see it. All right, that's
what I want. Let me get a scoop of pubes. Shave a little section, hand it to me, scoop of pubes. Deliver it finely in a folded napkin, very fancy. Scoop of pubes now. You can't tell me any other way. It will only be scoop of pubes now. I am not going to fucking tolerate anybody telling me that I can't have a scoop of pubes now. If you fucking try to tell me that I can't have my scoop of pubes now, then I will tear into your flesh! Scoop of pubes now. Flesh! Scoop of pubes now. Oh my God. Okay, are you ready? You know, the carnival's in town. It actually is. It starts on the 17th. It's in Palm Bay. And I'm super excited because they have pig races there with their little piglet butts, and they just go around in a circle. Hopefully this time they'll let me pet one. All right, you ready? This guitar holds a tune surprisingly well. For one that fucking folds.
All right. Scoop of pubes now.
Take a photograph, it'll be the last. Not a dollar or a crowd could ever keep me here. I don't have a past, I just have a chance. Not a family, your honest plea remains to say. Another day, all the world is waiting for the sun. Is it you I want, or just an ocean of a heart to wrap around so I can find a way around? Safe to say from here, getting closer now, and we're never sad, 'cause we're not allowed to be. Rain, rain, go away, come again another day. All the world is waiting for the sun. All the world is waiting for the sun. All the world is waiting for the sun. And that is it. She is finito. It's 8:30.
Well, you know what they say. Good night.
Flash!